Struggling to make your unscripted videos stand out? Imagine turning your good content into unforgettable moments that keep viewers coming back for more. Today, I'm going to reveal how to focus your narrative and make your videos pop. Whether you're shooting for YouTube, Instagram, or any other platform, this video walks you through crafting a focus statement, casting your characters, and using techniques that move your content from good to great. Okay, let's circle back for a minute. In my last video, I taught you the secret to engagement is to let the story drive the creative and make story the foundation of your pictures, words, and music. We also talked about how storytelling is a conversation between the storyteller and the listener, the foundation you build a story on, and the spark that ignites creativity, which brings us to an important next step. When I'm done marking all the sound bites on my transcriptions I need to tell this story best, I write a focus statement. What's a focus statement? A focus statement is a single sentence or short phrase that guides the story. I use a 3-word focus statement to keep everything on track. I prefer to write a 3-word focus statement because it forces me to narrow down the storyline. But you can also write a short focus sentence too. My focus statement consists of a noun, a verb, and an object, like who does what or what does what. For example, a focus statement for this video might be focus the story or keep stories focused. This 3-word focus statement helps me keep the story on track and give every scene, soundbite, voiceover, and sequence a purpose. It's the central message I want people to remember and the compass I use to take my audience on an exciting journey of discovery. Can I be honest with you? Much of the content I see today lacks clear storytelling because most creatives care more about using filters and effects cinematically and less about engaging an audience charismatically. So here's the bottom line. If you tell the story well, people will talk about it. Tell the story poorly, and they'll move on to something else. Telling stories people remember is not enough. You have to tell them a story they'll never forget. I can help you do that. Knowing who you're telling that story to and the platform it will be seen on is critical. Your audience determines the style and the language you use and the creative brushes you paint with as you assemble an unscripted story. It's all about taking your audience from what they know to what you want them to know. You may want to write that line down. Now it's time to cast characters. If you've ever watched a crime show on TV, you already know about police lineups. But just in case you haven't seen a crime show before, let me set up the scene. Several suspects are brought into a bright room where the police ask them to stand up against a white wall and look straight ahead. Detectives investigating the case know that these lineups give witnesses who are standing behind one-way glass a chance to point out the person they saw commit the crime. After being identified by the witness, the suspect is handcuffed and taken into custody, setting the legal process in motion. This is a story step where I line up all the characters on paper and I look at each one very carefully to identify leading characters who can tell this story best, supporting characters with a different perspective, and extras who can fill in missing details. I'm really looking for people in the foreground and background with firsthand knowledge who are closest to the story. As I cast these characters, I ask myself, who will help me tell this story authentically and truthfully so I can engage my audience? Ready for the takeaway? Finding story focus and casting the right characters can help you stand out in your space. If you found this video helpful, don't miss out on my other videos. Subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I post the next video. Be sure to check out the links in the description below that will lead to my book, free unscripted story guide, and other resources that can help you make unscripted videos people will talk about. If you've got something you're struggling with, drop it in the comments. I'd love to help you out. See you on the next video.